Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm LBJ. You're there and I'm here. And you're listening to the Heartfelt Truth. Welcome. Let me start off by saying, as I always do, that I hope my voice finds you in good health, spiritually, mentally, and physically. Not necessarily in that order, but all equally important to help us through this thing we call life. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let me start off by saying thank you. Thank you for allowing me to come into your life for the next few minutes. I hope you find my voice somewhat inspirational, a little motivational, and just gives you another way of looking at things. And for you people that have just stumbled on to LBJ for the first time, welcome. And let's build a very positive relationship. And please come back. Okay. So listen, ladies and gentlemen, you know what? I had a few things on my mind this morning. I've gotten into the habit of something that has really been working for me. And I find that it's become a habit. I find that it's something that I actually look forward to during the course of my day and everything that's going on. Let me tell you, listen, we lead very busy lives. You know, we have family, we have children, we have work, we have careers. You know, some of us have dual careers. We have businesses. We have all these distractions that are going on in our lives. And what happens is I got caught up on something, and I was watching another a person who really has a very strong, powerful message, and I kind of going to piggyback off of that. With all these distractions, you know, our concentration, you know, and the things that we want to do are scattered all over the place. You know, and so we become, you know, you got to focus in on what you're doing. Today, I gotta take care of this part of my life. I got to take care of this part of my life, and we're all over the place, and it becomes a little chaotic. Is a good word. So what I've been doing recently, and I actually look forward to it, is that I spend some time with myself. Now, I've heard this before. There's quite a few people out there, so there must be something to it. So I said, let me try this thing out. And I did. You know, I get up a little earlier in the morning. Now my body has become accustomed to that. So, I mean, mentally, my body wouldn't even allow me to continuously sleep. I kind of wake up, and I look forward to this time alone. I got this little quiet time that I spend with myself. Now, you know, I am no scientist. You know, I am no doctor by any means, and I don't liken myself to be someone that can even, you know, venture into some of those conditions. But what I'm telling you is that when you go into sleep, and sometimes you have dreams, and they say you have dreams you don't remember. I remember some I don't. But your body is getting rid of all the things that have been going on to the course of your day. People don't realize this, but when you go to sleep, it is that your body, the body's an amazing thing as it is, but it allows you to cleanse all those thoughts and everything in your mind. You might have heard me say this before. You know, how many times, if you got a problem, you know, you're going through something or whatever, or you're not even feeling well, you know, let's not even make it so deep. You know, say, get some rest. Get some rest. Rest your body. And then they forget to throw in also rest your mind. All right. And that's what happens. So your body is resting and it's cleansing itself. And then what's been happening for me is then I get up in the morning and I spend time with myself. And it's amazing because, you know, and this is real quick, okay? And here's the deal. We spend so much time trying to figure other people out or getting to know other people. Let's put it that way. Okay. And let's be realistic. So you get down there, you spend time with your friends, your family, your coworkers, you get to know them. You get to kind of you kind of not say figure them out, but you get to know them and you build a relationship. And it flourishes, and whichever way it goes, hopefully positive, never negative, and that's what happens. But very few people decide to have a relationship with themselves, to spend some quiet time, get to know who you are, to get to know, what are your dreams, what are your aspirations, what are your goals. And I will tell you this, in my life right now, I will venture on to me real quick, okay, so because we're all in this together. There are dreams that have been deferred. There's things that I've wanted to do in my life that I put off simply because of necessity. Necessity dictates itself a lot of times. And those things that you want to do, you kind of defer them, you put them on the back burner. And if you spend some time with yourself, you kind of realize and you say to yourself, oh, wow, I put that one on a shelf. I forgot about that. So you get to know yourself a little bit more. And then as you get to spend time with yourself and you build a relationship with yourself, okay, then you can start negotiating and getting back to yourself. Because we give a lot of ourselves to other people all the time, family and friends. And we don't give ourselves the same dedication. And it sounds selfish, but it's a reality. Listen, when I'm a better person to me, I'm definitely a better person to everybody else. Does that make sense? I mean, not everybody. I have children, and people that have children, you find yourself making sacrifices and doing things for your children and putting off for yourself. I know I can only speak for myself. I can tell you specifically, I can see it in my mind when I was a little one. My mother always made sure that, she was doing for her children, and my father. But my mother, I remember this distinctively, she would put off something that she might have wanted or she wanted to do for her children. Dreams deferred. Now, I don't want to make this whole thing about my mother and everything because she was a lovely woman. I'm serious. I mean, she was just as human as everybody else, but she was my mother. And I'm telling you, I think a lot of my I guess my intellect I got from my mother. I really do. I mean, she nurtured that part of me, which is kind of interesting. But anyway, so when you spend time with yourself, you get to readjust. Just like when you go to sleep. So when you're awake, you start concentrating and thinking about some of those ideas and the creativity and all the things that make up who you are. And I believe it leads you into being a better person. And that's the one thing I've become accustomed to right now is I really, really look forward to being by myself and pulling myself together, because then when the family wakes up or when you go back out into the noisiness of life, you're well prepared. You're better to take it on. You put this Kevlar jacket on, and all these little things, these arrows and things come, they're coming at you, ping, 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 ping. You have that Teflon on, and you've spent some time with yourself, and you're ready to deal with them. So, I mean, I think it's a good time, and it also allows you to start to reevaluate some of those things that you really want to do with your life. I know myself, I find that concentrating on some of my goals and aspirations and really taking action towards them is big. And after spending time with myself, I just I get a clarity of what I want to do and which way I need to go. So again, I'm kind of repeating myself, but I think right now the message I have today is try to be yourself and try to be your own best friend. That's the thing. That's the message today. Spend some time alone with yourself and get to know who you are. Become your own best friend. I mean, that's the message for today. And I just think really, I mean, there's people that can tell you, hey, you're doing this, you're doing that wrong, right, whatever. But I heard a phrase from my brother-in-law actually, and he said, which I found to be very profound, that nobody knows you better than you. So being your own best friend is really not a bad idea. And not to backtrack, I think that what I said before earlier is too, we are so good to other people and we invest so much time into other people. I think if you do the same thing for yourself, then you will be able, I know you will, to be a better person for other people. All right, ladies and gentlemen, listen, I believe that's all I got to say today. I hope everybody has a great weekend and the rest of their week. And that's it. And like I always say, take care of yourself. Take care of your families, because family is important. And if you see someone that needs a helping hand, stick yours out and try it out. Help them if you can. I believe this one act really, really will make the world a better place. And it's going to be one of those things that help you on your journey to becoming the best person that you were meant to be. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm LBJ. You're there, and I am here. And you're listening to The Heartfelt Truth. We'll talk again.